So I'm not actually from McKinney. I like to tell people that I married McKinney. I met my husband 20 years ago. We've been married 18 years now. And I married into Pat and Vernon Klassen's family. So Vernon was Citizen of the Year in 1978. My mother-in-law, Pat, taught school in McKinney for 35 years. And so it's actually family that brought me to McKinney. My sister teaches in McKinney. It's where our home will always be. My children went to high school here, and now I'm very fortunate to have a business here.
I love the unique by nature. I fell in love with all the trees. I live in El Dorado, so I love the hills. I came from the Midwest over 10 years ago, and as soon as we drove into McKinney, it just felt like home.
McKinney's been home for 27 and a half years. We've raised 3 daughters that went through McKinney ISD. It is truly home.
My favorite thing about the city of McKinney is that it is a small town. You know, I have that feeling where I know my neighbors, I know the business owners, those are the people that are there. But at the same time, it's not this really quaint space where you don't have the sophistication and the culture that you would have in a big city. You've got great dining, great shopping, but you still get to meet the same people every single day that really add color to your life as a whole, instead of just being a place full of businesses and people you don't know.
Well, McKinney is not my hometown, but it is my town. I am an implant here from the East Coast, and when we moved here, we wanted a town that was small, family-oriented, was going to have lots of fun events for our family to do, and McKinney was everything we wanted and more. With the multiple shops, the foodie culture here, the great venues and restaurants, we couldn't go wrong with McKinney, so that's why I love McKinney for all of those reasons.
My favorite thing about owning a business in McKinney, it's the ripple effect that I never imagined that our venue would have on other businesses in McKinney. So you think about the photographers and the DJs and the florists and the bakers and the donut shops and the balloon arches, all of the things that happen. It's mostly weddings, but birthday parties, rehearsal dinners. We only recommend local small businesses. Now, people can bring in other businesses from Dallas and Frisco and wherever, but we strongly recommend local small businesses in McKinney. Add to that, we average about 100 events a year. Each event has between 80 and 110 people, and about 40% of those people have never been to downtown McKinney. They sleep in downtown McKinney, they eat in downtown McKinney, they shop in downtown McKinney. By far, my most favorite thing about owning a business in McKinney is the ripple effect we've been able to have on other businesses.
I love that I get to interact with the residents in McKinney. I get to meet them. I get to introduce new people who are moving into the community to all the local businesses, and I get to introduce them to the city that I love and I'm fortunate to call home.
Again, goes back to the community that's here. It's a community that supports one another.
I love the fact that people walk right downtown and into a restaurant. I love the fact that I can buy the produce for the restaurant at a farmer's market that's right here in the neighborhood. I love that I'm connected to other people who are so passionate and so talented, and I can be a part of a community and a framework that supports artisans the way that you really don't see very many places.
My philosophy for my business is community over competition. And my company is a wedding planning business, and there are multiple wedding planners, wedding venues, and wedding vendors in this community, and we all work together, which I believe builds a trust for our customers, especially in a small community like this. So that's why I love being a vendor here in McKinney.